welcome to Storyboard. I'm Shubhani Gharat. This has been a historic year for India at the Cannes Lions Festival of Creativity, with a lot of the credit going to Dentsu Creative Bangalore, erstwhile Dentsu Web Chutney. Of the 47 medals coming home, the agency's Unfiltered History Tour campaign, created for Vice Media, has brought home 12 prominent awards across several categories, including 3 coveted Grand Prix, 1 Titanium, and the biggest one of them all, the Agency of the Year. In our special segment of Stacks and Strategies presented by Woot, I caught up with Amit, Wadhwa and Ajay Gahlaut, the CEO and Group CCO at Dentsu Creative India, about how did it feel to bring home these trophies, the role tech played in this campaign, and what does it mean for the Indian ad industry, and much more. Listen in. Ajay, Amit, welcome to CNBC-TV18.
Thank you so much, Shubhani.
Thank you.
So, 3 Grand Prix, Agency of the Year. How does it feel, Ajay? You're back to India now.
I never thought that in my career I would be able to go up on stage at Cannes every day, of the show, and come back with 3 Grand Prix, a Titanium, and most of all, Agency of the Year. I thought those things happen only to the David Drogas of the world, but hey, it was such, and it's a sublime feeling. I can't even begin to express it.
Ajay, I have to ask you this. What do you think made the Unfiltered History Tour tick with jurors across, different categories?
It spoke about colonialism, which is a subject which, has a lot of traction around the world. A lot of young people are talking about it. It had a subversive quality about it. You actually go into the British Museum and they have an official narrative, and you sort of subvert it and you use your phone and you get the real narrative. There's a sort of undercover secret agent kind of feel to it, which really is exciting. Also, it's starting a conversation which is worldwide. It's not restricted to just one nation. It's a commentary on colonialism, and a large part of the world was colonized. So it sort of resonated with a lot of people. And the jury is composed of people from all over the world, and a lot of them come from colonized countries. So it really spoke to them. There was a cleverness to it. Technology was used beautifully, and but technology was subservient to the idea.
But technology was, sort of like a protagonist in this particular campaign. Also, the social nature of it, using an Instagram filter, was also like a crucial aspect to it. So what does it speak about where this industry is headed? Because in general we have seen a lot of AI driven campaigns, tech driven campaigns win it big at Cannes.
The time for technology has come, but technology is just a tool. I mean, it's the idea that still makes it resonate with people, because at the end of the day you're talking to people, right? And it's just that now we have these wonderful tech tools at our disposal. It's not just art, copy, and then finally you make a ad film.
Yeah.
Now we've gone beyond. It's reached a level of complexity that is, that's gone somewhere else. But agencies are catching up. I mean, there was a time when it took us a little time to figure it out. And to be fair, it's taking everyone time to figure it out, because technology is moving so fast, so rapidly.
Amit, so it's sort of like a coup against the narrative that, British Museum has been giving to its visitor over the years. So have you received any complaints, any mails, messages, since Cannes Lions has shone spotlight on this entire Unfiltered History Tour?
It was just a directive or some announcement that British Museum put out, that this is our perspective, but nothing vindictive, nothing anti the campaign, because I guess there's some truth in it. No hate mails, thankfully, no threats. We are alive, so all good. In fact, we were at Cannes and there was this Mexican anchor, very fantastic looking, interesting gentleman, and he was interviewing people, and we were at the red carpet and he started talking to us. And he said, what is that idea? So Ajay, in his ways, brought alive the idea. He got so emotional. He said, I am from Mexico and we have an artifact which is present in the Swedish museum. And he got completely worked up. He says, I want this campaign now to go to Sweden. So, you know, that is the power of that idea where, you know, I guess it just shines through.
Yeah, and it transcends all boundaries and
Just
borders
everyone.
and countries and religions and culture. Ajay, you know, this campaign has also got to do with giving credit to where it's, you know, due. And the team that worked on this particular campaign has left. So, how is Dentsu Creative planning to share the credit with the team? Because I believe hundreds of people from different agencies have worked on this particular campaign.
Yes. No, where credit is due, credit is given, and we've always made it a point, both me and Amit, whenever, you know, we won one of these trophies, the first thing I did on social media was go and thank Siddharth Rao, PG Aditya and Gautam Raghunath, that, you know, it was you guys who, I mean, it was Siddharth who started Web Chutney so many years back, created a place which could do this kind of work, and PG came up with the thought, which finally translated and evolved into this campaign. But there are a lot of people even within the system now who have worked on it. You would have seen Gurbaksh lifting the trophy and screaming. He was a very, very critical part of the campaign. It couldn't have been done without him. There were so many, there was, you know, a whole team of youngsters who worked on it.
And Dentsu also went through a long, painful restructuring process over the past one and a half year, if I'm not mistaken. Can you comfortably say that the worst is behind you?
Yes, I can very comfortably say that. And Shibani, no one knows better than you. You're a ultra marathoner. No one knows better than you that no pain, no gain. Right? So I think the pain is behind us and the gain is beginning to show.
You know, winning these honors at a festival like Cannes, which is respected by so many marketers, Amit, do you think it puts behind the perception and, you know, the shadow of doubt that was cast because of this entire restructuring process? How have the clients reacted? Have you spoken to the clients?
So, first of all, we had zero doubt about what we were doing. We used to joke in our conference room and saying, if someone peeps into what's happening here, they'll be like, is this the same agency that people are talking about? Because we were having fun. We were having a lot of fun. And like Ajay said, a lot of respect to the people who moved out, but huge amounts of even more respect for people who stayed in and made the difference. And we were doing, you know, when we won at Curious, we did not win it for only one idea, we won it for 6 different ideas. So clearly some really fantastic work was happening. So the clients stood by us even when things were being spoken about, and stood by us like how? They appreciated what we were doing. We won businesses.
No, but this is a big deal.
Absolutely. So now, cut to, of course, when you do this, I guess it is in a way validation of saying there is something right happening. And even for people who were not believing or who were probably believing those stories, now would know, yes, there is something right happening. And like Ajay said, the no pain, no gain. We went on to this journey of saying we want to create a structure which is actually integrated. Because integration is the most abused word in this industry. Everyone says it. No one does it.
Yeah.
If you have to do it, you have to restructure yourself.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
And I guess it's paying off now.
Yeah.
Hopefully will pay off in the long run.
Ajay?
Well, there's a huge amount of interest, both amongst people who want to join.
Yeah,
and
talent, which
yes,
is
talent.
yeah.
So talent is suddenly woken up to the fact that, hey, you know, there's some major action happening there, which I want to be a part of. So I'm getting, you know, calls by the dozen. All the senior CCOs, the senior creatives are getting calls. The HR department is flooded. Business-wise, I myself, you know, have got calls from so many clients, and Amit will be a better person to tell you how many emails and requests to meet and see if we can do something together. So yes, a win like this does make a huge impact.
It is time for a short break. On the other side, we have David